it keeps doing challenges. Yeah, it's called journalistic integrity. And it's what this country needs. Just tuning in, what's the challenge? I would suggest reading the description, where it describes it more. A short blurb. But basically, Queen Bee, kill enemy, kill Queen Bee, use, damage, be alive, kill. You're a journalist, you? Well, who else is going to take up the world of slugcat journalism? It's a field that really needs more young people interested in it. When the stream starts, when I feel like it, which is probably in about 20 seconds when Veiled Northstar ends. Do I have unlimited Abeeminations? No. No, I think I have one right now. I was doing this yesterday, and my internet just died. Like 3.5 hours into the stream. No idea what. But we were in the middle of doing goblins. So we're still gonna be doing goblins when I get back. Hey, Ashton Sire and Keenices. And we're getting back now, so I think we were like 80% of the way through goblins. And he tries doing the iframe cage and enraging Queen Bee? Nah. That's too much work. B. C. Okay. Let me get a B down real quick. Get a B down real quick. Can I get a B? Can I get a B? There we go. Oh, we're 90% of the way there. Oh yeah, we got this. I am out of potions, but I think that'll be fine. Probably. %. That's all the goblins for now. Because of the bees, I don't think more goblins are going to spawn. Hello, what is this? You'll be cheesing some boss? Well, I've only fought one boss, which is the Eye of Cthulhu. And I mean, yeah, at a certain point, we had to just sit there and iframe stuff, but that's not the strategy. That's just the only thing that would work for the Eye of Cthulhu, because we didn't have defense yet, because we haven't had goblin invasions. We couldn't reforge our stuff. I need a magic mirror. Have I gotten diamond yet? I've gotten one diamond, I think. She should be here soon. You can come flying in from off screen. Yeah. Down here. Okay, 95%. Can I get one more dash? Okay, I think one more loop. We're at 98%. Almost there. Yes, you can't get a Bazaar until hard mode. I mean, I could. We just have to kill hornets. It's so scary seeing Queen Bee running after you when you teleport. Yeah, she's fast. You're bipolar about the difficulty. Journey is too easy. Classic is still very... That's not what bipolar means. Expert is too hard. Master's almost impossible. I'm borderline personality disorder about the difficulty. And you can try playing as different classes. Different classes can be easier or harder, or you can just... Okay. Come on, Queen Bee. Just dash at me, please. One more good chain of dashes. Come on. Damn it, Queen Bee. I don't care if I die. Just kill the... There we go. Can use a nurse to dispel poison sometimes early on, or doesn't cause a fortune. I mean, that's pretty useless. Honey negates poison anyway. I can just use honey for it. And the honey's... the nurse right now costs a gold because we killed Queen Bee. Oops. It's fine, we got it. Oh, interesting. I think the enemies I killed with the hives that I spawned myself maybe got best. We have the giant worm for some reason. I don't know what's different about the giant worm. Maybe I accidentally hit him with my pickaxe or something. You watched the last video about toxicity in the Terraria community. You really believe I could have noticed there's any toxicity. I mean, it depends where you hang out. Terraria is such a big community that it's hard to make a blanket statement about the entire thing. Certain circles are going to be less pleasant than others. Okay, well, the whole reason we did this was for goblins, so let's go get a goblin. Terraria had 2-player couch co-op mode? I don't know if a couch co-op mode would... I mean, it has that on, like, Xbox and stuff, doesn't it? Go for a life form analyzer. This screen Terraria sounds painful. I don't know if it sounds any more or less painful than other games in split screen. What boss we on? I guess Eater of Worlds, but right now we're just looking for the Goblin Tinkerer. Okay. I'm gonna light up all these spaces. What is the challenge? Read the description. It's written down there. And it's also in the title. I feel like the title is actually kind of descriptive now. Is the Tinkerer really that useful if you can't use any weapons? Accessory combining exists, as does accessory reforging. So, yes. Reforging weapons is probably the least useful thing the Tinkerer does. Accessories are overrated. Getting 28 defense when the entire challenge is taking damage constantly is not overrated. Oh, 100 potion. Let's speed this up. You want to see the video description and you do not like the UI? Did YouTube update their UI or something? It's overrated. You can do it with -2 defense. I'm sorry, negative defense is not a thing in Terraria. You need to go back to Terraria school. Study harder. Maybe you won't fail out next time. There's the Goblin. Fences across the woke mob has come up with the silence of the truth. That reminds me of the woke content detector. It's like a Steam group that lists games as woke or not woke. And it's just completely fucking ridiculous. Our progress was made yesterday. We killed the Eye of Cthulhu and got most of the way through goblins. Is Terraria woke? Yes, Terraria is woke because of the gender change potions. And I mean, it's fairly disgusting, a lot of the descriptions. It'll be things like, this story shows LGBT relationships in a normal and acceptable way, or the protagonist is transgender, or gay people exist in this game. Some of the highlights, though, I remember, I think Leisure Suit Larry 4 specifically is woke because you help an illegal immigrant get a green card by marrying them, and immigration woke. But the other Leisure Suit Larry games are not woke. And Hatoful Boyfriend is woke because there are same-sex relationship options as you date male birds. However, I don't think the person actually played the game, because if they did, they would know that you play as a female character, and none of it is gay. Trust me, I am a Hatoful Boyfriend expert. There are no female birds that you date. Yeah, well, even stuff like, this game has women in historically inaccurate roles, such as minors, or women are performing the same societal roles that men should be doing with no explanation. Did you get Ancient Chisel? I have Ancient Chisel equipped. Portal 1 is woke, but not the second one? No, Portal 2 is woke. Portal 1 is the one that isn't woke. Portal 2 is woke because all the male characters are displayed as incompetent, and it has a strong female character in GLaDOS that's shown as outsmarting the male characters, along with Chell. Am I a programmer? No. The golden stone is underrated. You know what the accessory space it takes up? The shiny stone? Shiny stone's good to swap in when you need to heal. You can keep it in a vanity slot. Yeah, like, I recognize that it's a bit, the whole woke thing, but it's not funny. Like, the dedication to it and the, underlying, prejudices inherent in it are, not very amusing. Okay. Yeah, the joke is that I'm a horrible person. And that I'm making fun of, marginalized groups. The joke is that gay people exist. Although it was very funny seeing all of the, like, Steam Culinary games listed as woke. Because, yeah, fucking obviously they're woke. Can I just kill bosses with only Queen Bee? Yes. More or less. And I love the idea of there being a person, some poor soul who is just staunchly anti-woke and goes on this woke content detector in order to determine whether or not a game is worth playing. And then looks it up and goes, God damn, man, Baldur's Gate 3, there's the potential to have... there are gay relationships thrust into your face throughout the course of the game. The game's completely unplayable. I mean... How am I expected to play a great game like this? There's gay people in it. I saw that too, Meow. Okay. I think I got Blizzard in the ball. Ooh, a Warding White Horseshoe Balloon. That's nice. Hold on onto that for a while. Okay. I was gonna reforge my accessories. Banner regen. Warding. I played Ultra Kill? Yeah, I played Ultra Kill in a hot tub. What does woke even mean? It's essentially saying that a person is aware of social, like, progressive issues, or, like, is mindful of, things like gay people being human beings, or black people, still facing racist issues in modern society. It's kind of a meaningless buzzword, though, that people just use to go, this is woke because it has some progressive issue displayed in it. Woke at this point is used for forced representation. No, it's not even used for that. It's just used for representation. Period. If a gay person, a black person, a woman who is not in, like, a traditional role, or apparently immigrants exist, that's woke. Armor is fine. And then I got one more accessory slot. I'm not going to use this ancient chisel. Let me see what I can reforge. Feral claws are useless to me, right? Well, maybe there'll be a situation where in hard mode I'd, like, need a Berserker's Glove. I guess I'll hold it on for that. In the case of, for example, Ubisoft, they have been forcing this representation without this adamant. I don't agree at all. I think people would have been using woke regardless of whether or not Ubisoft put minorities in their games. I don't think one video game company putting a minority in their game is the reason for people being obsessed with woke. Because it goes well beyond video games. It's not like it's just a video game term that gets used. Okay, Getting the hive wand is nice. I mean, are you saying that as a bad thing, Azure? Because it feels like there's an undertone of the minority groups being in games as like a negative, the reason that woke is popularized. What's the lore behind the small wooden pyramid near spawn? What wooden pyramid? That? Oh, that was just because I was trying to block off the goblins so they wouldn't fall in that pit and Queen Bee would hit them. Wooden wall. I need more hive. For my money, anyone would call something woke without any real idea of what they mean is just mad that minorities exist. Yeah, I think the time to unironically use woke and not come off as a bigot would have been like, what, like 2019, 2020? I mean, there was a point we had all like the broke woke memes where the person, like, you realize something and that makes you woke. And that was just used, not even with reference to minorities. It would just be, oh, you realize something about something and now you're woke. Right? You've acknowledged something about something and now you're better for having done it. But then it was essentially co-opted to mean minorities. And also given a negative connotation. To go from means, did you miss anything? Not anything important. Back when woke wasn't a buzzword, yeah. Same thing happened to abortions. Okay, let me get some more hive. I'm running low right now. I need more abominations too. Oh, I'm out of stingers. Damn, I need to get more stingers. Come on, bees. Come on, the jungle slime. Come on, bees. Come on. The jungle slime bees. There we go. Representation is good, but at the moment it's being milked for monetary gain, not for actual representation, but you know you don't mean anything negative by it. Somebody doing something good for the wrong reasons is better than not doing it at all. In my opinion. Like, money is what will generally drive businesses to act, and if there's a monetary incentive to do it and it earns them money, great. Who cares? Change happens when it becomes profitable to do so because society determines that they want to give money towards things that... Oh, Bazaar, that's nice. I think the problem is that woke discourse is impossible to discern. Is it master mode? Yeah. What if you spawn Queen Bee, go to the jungle and spawn more of them, then do an iframe cheese and box the enemy? I mean, I could, but like, why? I played Risk of Rain. The first one or the second one? I played Risk of Rain 2 a fair amount. I want to play Risk of Rain Returns. I'm going to play it with a friend at some point, but I haven't yet. quality of games is suffering for it. No, they're not. A game's quality is not going to be determined by whether the character is a minority or not. Like, if the story sucks and there's a minority as the character and you're blaming it on the character being a minority instead of the writing just sucking, then your perspective is very, very flawed. It's not bad because the character's a minority, it's bad because the story was just bad. Enjoy returns, but you suck at it a lot? You meant to? Historical misrepresentation for the sake of woke representation is a thing? Who cares? It's a video game. You can kill Queen Bee with bees? No, but you can kill Queen Bee with regular enemies. If you want historical accuracy, go read a textbook. That would be like, I don't know, getting mad at Inglourious Bastards for having a black guy working in the movie theater, where all the Nazis get killed and blown up at the end. It's a historical fantasy. Like, they might be based on history, but they're not history. They're, recreations and artistic, representations of history. They don't have to be perfectly accurate. Are we talking about a black man in Assassin's Creed Japan? I don't know anything about. I haven't been keeping up with Assassin's Creed. 90% of media is historically inaccurate because real history is too complex. 100% of media is historically inaccurate. Because all we have about history are fragments of the past. We don't know what history was like. We have some suggestions of what history is like. We have some pictures. In more recent history, we have some detailed accounts. But even then, it's a fraction of what actually happened. You can't be completely historically accurate. No matter what you do, there's going to be historical liberties taken. There's going to be creative liberties taken. You don't know what happened. Complete historical accuracy is an impossibility. If you choose to take issues with the minorities instead of other historical inaccuracies that take place, I think you just want excuses to complain about minorities. Like, yeah, there are situations where a video game company might possibly put in some kind of minority, and conceivably they could have, but the problem is, it's like arguing that the game would have been good if the minority was not put in it, which is completely ridiculous. Because I really struggle to see a situation in which a video game company would be putting or a media company, or an author would be putting a minority in their story instead of making the story good when they have the capacity to make the story good. If they have the capacity and will to make the story good, it would have been good regardless of whether there's a minority in it or not. And the inclusion of the minority is not making the story bad. It would have sucked if it was a white person, too. Historical events often make for poor stories. That's kind of why we have writers to rework it into something enjoyable without being insulting to the culture it was originally from. Okay, Eater of Worlds. I'm gonna need potions. I should plant some Day Bloom. I have the Dryad now. I can get planter boxes. What exactly is this challenge? Queen Bee, kill, boss, damage, good, kill, be alive, hurt. Oh, and this is a mouse. Somebody had asked it before. Oh, it's a rabbit. Sorry, it's a rabbit. You have a favorite type of sorbet? I like raspberry. I feel like if you were putting actual stock in people who say that and treating it as a legitimate argument, then you are taking a dog whistle at face value. Because the whole point of woke is not to actually care about historical accuracy. It's just a thinly veiled excuse to hate on minorities. No, that's a rabbit. And you can oftentimes give people good faith where it's unwarranted. But the reason people are complaining about woke is not because they actually care about historical accuracy. That just gives them a socially acceptable reason to hate minorities. What's the yellow square? That's the magic ball that he's casting. The dark energy spell that he's channeling. Because everyone knows that rabbits have a close association with magic due to their history with magicians. Well, I mean, I don't know if... I mean, I'll give Azur the benefit of the doubt. It's entirely possible you could see people repeating these arguments, especially if they're people that, you know well, they're your friends or just in groups you hang out with, and take them as genuine opinions. Because you don't want to think that the people around you are racist, and if they give you the option to go, I'm not racist, I just really care about historical accuracy, then you might believe that. But that doesn't make it true. The companies are changing their target audience because of the monetary gain and feel betrayed. Yeah, I mean, that can be frustrating. It happens with a lot of video games. And it's a feeling that a lot of people can empathize with, which is why, seeing those arguments can be compelling. Because, I mean, I'm sure most of us have played video games before where, you'll have a really good original video game, and then the sequel will be a cash grab, or sell out for monetary gain. And that's really disappointing. And it can be empathetic for people to go, man, they did the exact same thing with minorities, except when you think about it, the minorities really didn't have anything to do with it. Okay, I have stingers. Let me make more Beaminations. Okay, 5 Beaminations. Any more? I have a Heart Lantern. Okay. Oh, how the hell am I gonna do the Eater of Worlds? I'm gonna need a ton of defense for this. And defense means I need, iron skin potions. I need more water. Do I have sand? Yeah, I do. Not to mention the amount of shows that get discontinued because they have a lot of diversity. Are they getting discontinued because they have a lot of diversity, or are they getting discontinued because they were bad? How long on average you spend on these challenges? I mean, it varies for the challenge. Some of them very long time, some of them not that long. Have we lost in the game with Queen Bee in response? It's to beat the game with Queen Bee in response. He specifically shows like Owl House. I've never heard of Owl House. I'm not familiar with it. Anyway, let's move on to a more positive topic. How do you guys feel about tater tots? Because, controversial opinion, I can't stand tater tots. I hate tater tots. Tater tots are a vastly inferior version of the French fry. What's a tater tot? Are you not American? A tater tot's like a... kind of like a hash brown with a ball. Tater tots are lit for breakfast? Nah, man, nah. No, to me, tater tots feel more greasy. Like a croquette? No. Just look up what a tater tot is. It'll be easier than... Well, I went to this restaurant. I forget the name of it, but they had tater tots instead of fries. And God, I just wish they had French fries. In general, I just feel like sick eating tater tots. They feel like really gross to me. Something about the way that they're fried or baked or whatever is really upsetting emotionally. Tater tot is a shredded potato nugget. Yeah, I suppose. Also keep reptiles? Yeah. What's your favorite genre of music? I don't know. I don't really listen to specific genres a whole lot. I don't know that I have a good answer to that question. Cobalt Homer. Might as well just sell this. Tater tots are emotionally upsetting is a new sentence. They are emotionally upsetting. And you feel the same for cheap chicken sandwiches, the breadcrumbs make you nauseous. I like songs that are on the energetic side. I mean, sometimes. It depends on how I'm feeling. The de facto is the Terraria OST, and the de facto answer is the Rain World OST. Okay. So I need space to fight the Eater of Worlds. Thoughts on beans on toast? I'm not a big bean boy. Jeez. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I mean, it's gonna be very difficult to bring a... I mean, strictly speaking, I could... Let's just try summoning the Eater with a fully enraged queen bee and see what happens. Thoughts on Vegemite? Never had Vegemite. I imagine I wouldn't like it, but never had it. Are you a fan of Indian food? I haven't had a huge amount of Indian food. I've had curries. I've had, chicken with Indian spices. I've liked those, but I can't say as a blanket statement I like Indian food, because there's a lot of Indian food I haven't had. I'd rather have Indian food than beans on toast. With a corruption cube and a mushroom biome? I don't know, the compact nature of things might actually work out better. Because that means Queen Bee will spend more time in the blocks, and that means she'll spend less time shooting me. Which is probably good. I think beans on toast are a sick, freaky food. I'm not here to judge. Most days you end up having rice or pasta for breakfast. Most days I just don't eat breakfast. Breakfast feeling being the most important meal of the day is such bullshit. Put salt, pepper, ham, cheese, and butter with your beans on toast and it's not that bad. Okay, but is that really beans on toast anymore? If you have salt, pepper, ham, cheese, and butter with your beans on toast, isn't that a ham and cheese sandwich with beans on it? I gotta destroy one orb. I guess I'll get that one. You don't think so? When you build a dish around a base food, then I'd say it's still that food item. How many hours do you have in Terraria? I like 5,000. Okay, I need my heart lantern. And then, yeah, let's see how this goes, I guess. Maybe I can reforge this Bazaar to be warding. That would be helpful. I can. Okay. So about that flipper. Probably, do this when the time comes, because I won't need these boots. Any other improvements? I have food, I have regen, I have iron skin, I have poison immunity, I can put my honey down when I'm there. Heart lantern, campfire, bass statue. I think we're good. I'm gonna need my bed next. And I need to set my spawn in the corruption. You know if honey blocks are considered jungle for the jungle biome? No, they are not, but hive blocks are. Pancakes, crepes to Americans are the best breakfast. Where the fuck are... What? Where is a crepe a pancake? Why? France? I hate the French. The UK? Damn Europeans. You call an American pancake? Define a pancake? I'm not falling into a trap of words. I've never needed words in the past and I don't need them now. A pancake is something you define spiritually. You simply know what a pancake is innately. Do I need... Can I set my spawn here? I think it needs to be out of the corruption background walls. Yeah, it does. Am I doing Eater of Worlds? Yeah. I'm gonna try Eater of Worlds. I mean, we'll see how it goes. But I need to be able to summon Queen Bee, which means I need access to a jungle. Which means I need to summon her in a jungle, then teleport over here and summon the Eater. In France, crepes are super thin and spread out, and pancakes are thin and small. Okay, that's what it is. Like, that's what a crepe in America is a super thin thing. And then pancakes, I mean, they vary in size. A lot of times they'll be thin and they'll be small. If you cook a pancake in the oven, is it still a pancake? Who the hell cooks pancakes in the oven? But what if I refuse to engage in this hypothetical? The premise is ridiculous. When you don't have apna? The fuck's apna? I don't know apna. I don't have apna. I don't think I have apna. I haven't been checked recently. Okay. Do I want a kettle? No. I'm American. We don't have water. That's hot. Okay, gotta time this. That's probably good. I prepared hives. There's one now. But the problem is, it's probably gonna die. Okay. Couldn't be here yet. That's a bit slow. This Eater is being a real pain. Okay, I need to shove myself inside the Eater of Worlds' body. Because, yeah, there goes the bee. But thankfully she spawns bees pretty frequently when she's... Okay, there we go, there we go. There's the queen bee I know and love. Oh, I hope she... Oh, God, she's probably gonna die. I don't know if she's gonna outlive the Eater of Worlds. I mean, we'll get enough Demonite to, maybe we can finish the Eater off with bees. Maybe she will outlast him, actually. It's tough to tell. Can't tell what the Eater's at, because Queen Bee's health bar is the only one that's showing up. Girl, I'm gonna need you to, summon some bees. There we go. Oh, now dash. Come on, Queen Bee. There we go. Come on. Come on. The Eater's gonna win. Eater's totally gonna win. Unless I can... Oh, God, I'm low on HP. Okay. Come on, Queen Bee. Come on. There's barely any Eater left. Come on. She's at 95. The Eater's got, like, no pieces. She's at 20. Where's the last Eater piece? Okay, we got him. We got him. Okay. And I should be able to kill Queen Bee here. All I need to do is get a random Eater of Souls that she can And then I need a bee. I need a bee. I need a bee. Okay. Got her. Get out, bee. Okay, let's pick up all of the loot. Ooh, we got a bee. When we hit a road bump? Yeah, that's why you need to slow down at speed bumps. Okay, I think that's all of our loot. Actually running a bit low on recall potions. Never thought I'd see the day. I need a magic mirror. I'm allowed to craft beehives / honeycombs? I'm allowed to craft beehives. Honeycombs, no. Unless you mean the ones that fall. Like, the honeycomb is an accessory. The one that spawns bees when you take damage. Worm scarf. Oh, I was supposed to put on the flipper. It's probably good that I didn't. You got mad at the dryad? Okay, good. I can only deal damage through bees that will hurt me too? Yes. Second hive wand. Goodie bag. Pumpkin seed. Another queen bee fallen. I am shocked that queen bee actually won that fight. I really thought she was gonna die. But we're slowly accumulating more critters. One day we'll get to zoologist. Okay, who's the next boss? Well, Queen Bee's the next boss. We already killed Queen Bee. Skeletron? Deerclops? Skeletron's gonna be a hell of a fight. I'd like to get Molten armor before that. Yeah, get the extra defense. Anything else I want from the underworld? I do want to fish in lava and get honey bombs. I want honey bombs. Which is getting dry bombs from obsidian crates. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. The crates down there are pretty common. Hey, we still haven't done King Slime. We had a slime rain, but Queen Bee didn't kill the slimes fast enough. You know, I should make some beehives. Can Queen Bees hurt each other? No. You can think of it like there's a bee faction, and all of the enemies in the bee faction are able to hurt and damage other enemies, but they won't hurt each other. And the bee faction includes bees, and Queen Bee is in the bee faction when there's a bee alive in the world. Which is why we keep needing to put down a bee somewhere, because Queen Bee only joins the bee faction when there is a bee alive in the world. Oh wait, I need to make a pickaxe. Queen Bee versus Dungeon Guardian sounds like a good idea. I don't know if it does. What about those shadow skills? Oh, they're right here. I'm just blind. What do you think is the most efficient way to learn to build cool, not wooden box style Terraria houses? I actually have a building guide on my channel. You could watch that. Join the bee faction with the vanity set. That would actually be a really cool change to bee armor to make it a bit more desirable. Is if it made you immune to bees, like bees wouldn't attack you when you had the bee armor set. Queen bee still would, obviously, but it would have like the royal gel effect for bees. And then you could actually like use bees. You'd be a bummer. Oh, well, I'm right here, and I will need some obsidian. So. Probably more literal than you think, but what is queen bee only? Read the description. Take a wild guess as to what you think queen bee only might mean. It's pretty straightforward. Shameless plug? You don't... Maybe I have shame. You don't know that I don't have shame. Maybe I feel deeply ashamed in that video, but I am contractually obligated to spread it regardless because of the promotion that I was paid to put into it. You do nothing but beat. You do nothing but beat the queen bee. No. I can only use queen bee to damage enemies. Why do I always do challenge runs like this? What do you mean, like this? Like what? What does like this mean? Uh-oh. 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 Okay, we're good. I had wood? What? What about wood? I knew it wasn't going to kill me, and my objective is to go down anyway. Why would I block it off? It's going to drain. There's a big open area down there. I could have just blocked the lava trap, and I would have gotten down here slow if I did. suboptimal. Are player-generated bees allowed? Like the honeycomb? No. You could also see this as a variation of a pacifist run. I'd consider this to be like a true pacifist run. Where the only sources of damage are enemies, nothing player-based. That was actually the original concept for the run. Where none of your actions can cause enemies to take damage. It's entirely enemy-based. Summoner, but even further removed from the violence. Yeah. True Summoner. Yeah, they should put this in Calamity mod. That's what Summoner and Calamity mod is missing. Everyone was complaining about the way that they treated whips. Just remove whips entirely, make True Summoner, and it's just bees. And everything that you summon also tries to kill you, because you're not a good boss. They all hate you. Okay, let's see. I think it's maybe 17 for the... Honestly, I don't even remember. I know it's 10, 15, 25, 20, 45 Hellstone for the armor set, which would be 90, 135 Hellstone ore. It's 20 for the pickaxe, which would be 60, which brings us up to 195 Hellstone. And then the bug net, I honestly don't know. 17 is the number that's popping into my head, but I don't think that's correct. I think that's the imp staff. Maybe they're both 17. Bugnet is 15. Okay, so 45 on top of... it was 195, so 230 Hellstone. Gives me the armor set, Molten pickaxe, and Bugnet. Do I have food plans for after the stream? Yeah, I was gonna go to my grandmother's house. She's making a pot roast. It's so nice to be back to eating, like, American food. As opposed to when I was in Japan. God, I was craving, like, a cheeseburger so hard. 240? Oh, yeah. 240. By my last few days. Where kind of fucked here? Unless you teleport somewhere like in here. In case we may still be fucked. Actually, I might be able to do that. Okay. Go in there. Wait, what are you doing? Wake the ball! What are you doing? Okay. Come on. One more. Come on. Come on. Just kill him. Please. Please. No! Is there another bee? I think that was all the bees. Go back here. Stop! He's 24 HP. Okay. Please, no more imps. The only enemy I can't really effectively deal with here. Let's see. We've got... 122. About halfway there. I should have just gotten an obsidian skin potion. Okay. Reaching the bottom of the world. We're bottoming. No! I can't. How much? 900 HP. I can't do this. We have to go. I can't. I can't do that. Health stone. Am I blind? Yeah, I'm blind. We've clogged up the enemy slots with bees. I only have so many hives. Okay, well that's molten armor. Gives us immunity to on fire at least. What are these? Shouldn't be too hard to go back. Let's see. We need the... We have 9 bows. We need 11 more for the pickaxe. That's 33. And then 15 for the bug net. That's 45. 45, 33, 78. 78 more. Oh, traveling motion. Oh, he's right here. None of that's good. What is the house supposed to be? You guess is Mage Bunny? Exactly. Exactly. Mage Bunny. Although the word mage is kind of unnecessary there because all bunnies are mages. Come on. How did that not hit him? This fucking worm. He's outplaying me? He is. What the hell? I need to see where he's coming from. There we go. Trash. Since when can queen bee attack enemies? 1.4? Maybe? This is a random update. Well, it was done with making bees attack other enemies. I like to match that, so. It's not just in isolation, it's because bees... you know. I'm gonna say I should have gotten an obsidian skin potion. Yeah, but then I, like, already mined most of it, and it feels... I have to, like, go to my potions chest and press the obsidian skin potion button to make one, and that's too much work. Also, I don't think I have a fire blossom. Fuck you. He's gonna teleport down here. I almost have enough. What did I say it was? 78? Okay. I'm gonna need slightly more, get another one for good measure. Just keep it in the chest. Drawing fireballs technically breaking past for shots since they're NPCs. I wrote the vows myself. It didn't include fireballs. One invalid? No, this is why you write your own vows. Lava-proof bug net. Molten pickaxe. Blocks going here. Put in one more piece of hellstone ore. I was going to make an obsidian skull when we eventually get a cobalt shield. And then I think we just prepare for Skeletron. Okay. Next question. How? I feel like fully enraging Queen Bee is gonna be the way to go for Skeletron. We've got the option of either fully enraging her or partially enraging her, right? With the jungle biome. And I'm concerned about the time limit is the main thing. And if Queen Bee is fully enraged, she will dish out a lot more damage because she spawns a lot more bees. So maybe I just try it. Minecart track and do it during the day? Fuck no. One, minecarts are not fast enough to outrun Enraged Queen Bee. Two, that would take, like, literal hours. Skeletron would keep killing Queen Bee because he does, like, 9,999 damage. Whatever. Cobalt Shield for Skeletron? Nah, we don't need that. We don't need to stay on top of Skeletron. We needed it for Lawnmower only because, the Lawnmower, like, would stop dealing damage when you took Knockback. But Knockback doesn't affect my ability to deal damage. We don't need it. Skeletron unenrage if it becomes night again? Nah, he enrages permanently. Alright, that's not the right gray brick. This one. Stealing that rabbit house for your own world? Okay, you'll be hearing from my lawyers. How many queens can you spawn at one time? You can only spawn a queen bee from an abomination if there are no queen bees alive in the world. However, if there is not... If you're spawning it from larvae, then there's no limit. You can spawn as many as you want. But larvae are a limited resource. Where did I put my bass statue? It's up here. We'll have to fight Skeletron the coming night. I don't think we'll have enough time here. Actually, maybe we will. Maybe we will. We've got a minute 30. In worst case, we just summon him again. It's a pretty low commitment thing. We're not really using resources to try this out. Okay. Cloud in the bottle back on. The main thing I need is verticality. For Queen Bee. She's the real threat here. That statue. Out lantern. Campfire. How was it like when you first started playing Terraria? It was Christmas. 2012, 2013, one of the two. I'm kind of just going to bank on Queen Bee spawning a ton of bees, and then utilizing those bees to kill Skeletron. We may need to do some iframe stuff. We may need to summon a second Queen Bee. We may need to continue the fight during the day. It's hard to say. This should be good after this one. It's about to be nighttime. It's nighttime right now. Okay. Should really get a watch, but I don't have time right now. Okay, well, I hope that's everything. Hopefully I make it to the dungeon before Queen Bee does. What did a point of damage to Queen Bee? That wasn't me. I didn't do anything. And 1 damage feels really low for enemies. If she bumped into something. Okay. Three, 2, 1. Girl, I'm gonna need you to spawn some bees. Queen bee? Okay. Thankfully, she kind of hovers above, so hopefully... Oh, I need her to not die, though. If she dies, I'm screwed. I really need to spam out bees. That's right. Oh, she's taking way too much damage. But hopefully, as she gets low on HP, she'll start spawning more bees. I need to keep Queen Bee out of the line of fire. Or at least away from his skull. Come on, hit Skeletron? Damn. I need more bees. No, it hit Queen Bee. Oh, that sucks. What are you doing? We're gonna die. I got stun locked there. Okay, I need a jungle closer to Skeletron here. Because I feel like Queen Bee's gonna die over the span of the fight. Our damage is good. I need to do a couple things. One, more space in the arena is going to be good. Two, a nearby jungle so that I can... summon Queen Bee again mid-fight if necessary. That's good though. I can work with that. Someone willing to sell Queen Bee about whips granting summon tag. It would really help her damage out. I know damage is pretty good when she actually summons her bees, but I think she's running out of mana. She needs to use like celestial cuffs or mana regen potions. Or just mana potions. The other problem I had is the bees were getting aggroed to other random enemies, like zombies or demon eyes, and then they weren't going after Skeletron. Based on star statues, I cannot use wiring. I don't have the mechanic. Unfortunately, I can't help her out with that. It'd be hilarious if she was affected by star lanterns. Yeah, with dodging Enraged Queen Bee, verticality is really the name of the game. Aside from when she's at very low HP, she's fairly dodgeable. Once she gets to low HP, it's pretty rough, though. Kind of surprised there's never a Royal Gel type accessory for bees. Well, never say never. They might add one in the future. Okay. And this is going to double as our Lunatic Cultist arena, too. And honestly, it might double as our Mech Boss arena as well. It's pretty easy to get here, especially if we build a jungle nearby. Now, I could place down 140 pieces of jungle grass. I could also put down 140 hive blocks. I do not have any jungle grass, so I am inclined to just go get a bunch of hive and then use hive blocks. Do I have a demolitionist? I do. Where is he? Random floating island. Okay. Let me move him down here. Especially that would make playing Not the Bees actually somewhat fun. Yeah, yeah. If you could ignore all the bees, then Not the Bees wouldn't be that bad. And we had enough defense there that Queen Bee was doing... It wasn't a negligible amount of damage, but it was fairly survivable. Most of the damage that we took was from Skeletron. Queen Bee herself was only doing 10 to 20 damage per hit. Which is not great because she deals it very quickly, but it is survivable. Okay, bees, please kill the hornet. The hornet. Hornet. Hornets. 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 Okay. The other hornet. Okay. Get those stingers. I killed 2 hornets. There should be a second stinger somewhere. It's up here. I see it. Come on. Okay. Imagine if Hive Pack worked on Queen Bee. That would be fun. Okay, that's enough for the artificial biome. We can always come back for more. The problem is there's too many bees following me. I can't get more enemy spawns. Because they eat up the spawn slots. But yeah, bees, when they pick up coins, I don't think persist. Because you saw there those bees had coins, but there's no coin indicator on the map to show that an enemy picked up a coin and it's still there. Okay, what else do I want? To go build the biome. Yeah, the Abomination only works if there's no Queen Bee in the world. But if you spawn a larva, it will spawn a Queen Bee regardless. Or if you use a larva, it'll spawn a Queen Bee regardless whether there's another Queen Bee. Maybe over here? This is far enough away that it's probably fine. How would a bee even pick up a coin? How would a slime pick up a coin? It doesn't have pockets. There's no conceivable way that a slime could hold a coin. Not using any larva for multiple bees. The only boss I might do that on is the Wall of Flesh. Or the mechanical bosses. This should be out of the jungle. Yeah. Slimes slurp. Slimes can't slurp. They don't have mouths. You need a mouth to slurp. You can't slurp without a mouth. Okay. And then when the time comes, I'm going to put a bee in there. So hopefully Queen Bee will permanently have her damage on. Actually, that might be a bit too close to Skeletron. I'm actually going to go with one down. Oh, there's the old man spawning. Over here should be good. This should be close enough to the hive that it won't despawn when we go over there. But it'll be far enough away that Skeletron won't hit it. Shimmer will go down here. This should be far enough away. The King Slime has an entire body in it. Allegedly. Okay, 2 diamonds. I would really like a magic mirror, because I'm really running low on recall potions here. Maybe I'll pick up a Spelunker potion and go mine around a little bit, see if I can't find one. Currently dealing with a tummy ache. Take anti-tummy ache. Oh, lag spike there. Like a diamond gemcorn farm. Yeah, or I could just find a magic mirror in a chest, which would be much faster. It would also probably be faster to just find diamonds in the world than it would be to wait for diamond gemcorns to spawn. I mean, what, it's 8 diamonds for the magic mirror? I've already got 6. Assuming this one drops 2. Yeah, I've already got 6. Is doing literally anything except making the diamond gemcorn farm is a better option. Those are sapphires. This one. You ever get syrup withdrawals? No, usually I withdraw cash from my bank. Okay, and that is enough diamond for a magic mirror. And that was much faster than making a diamond gem. Okay, I also need some glass. I don't remember how much. Never actually crafted a magic mirror before. That should be enough, though. Oh, it's only 3 diamonds for a magic. Never mind. It was way less than I thought it was. You know, you can craft a magic mirror. They added it in 1.4.4, I believe. It's pretty convenient. All it takes is 3 diamonds, some gold, and some glass. Okay. I need this day bloom. You can craft magic mirror? Yes. If you'll notice, I just crafted a magic mirror. There's not actually a whole lot I can do with Blinkroot now that I think about it, because I can't really get antlion mandibles to make mining potions, and that's kind of the... It's that and Spelunker potions, and I don't need that many Spelunker potions. swiftness potions too. I guess that's something to use blink root on. Okay, we're halfway there. Let me make a watch. I'd like a watch. I can make a tungsten watch. That's fine. Just want a general sense of what time it is. Oh, there's a frog. Simon. Simon. Still can't craft any of the Cloud in a Bottle variants in vanilla? What are you talking about? You can craft almost every single one of the Cloud in a Bottle variants. You can't craft the Cloud in a Bottle itself, but you can craft the Blizzard in a bottle and you can craft the Sandstorm in a bottle. You can also craft the Fountain in a jar. Okay, is there anything else I would want to bring? Let me set up a place for honey. You can't craft the Tsunami in a bottle. Yeah, that's why I didn't mention the Tsunami in the bottle as being craftable. But you can fish it up, which is basically the same thing. Is Fountain of Joe meta? No, I think Blizzard would probably be the meta one. Blizzard's rapid acceleration generally makes it the best. Sandstorm is good. Sandstorm has a slower acceleration, though. You'll notice how fast Blizzard gets you up. It's really good for quick directional changes and quick movement. Sandstorm is bigger, a bigger jump, and it gets you further. But if I had to choose one single balloon for trying to do difficult movement, I would probably go with Blizzard over a Sandstorm. Now, for general movement, Sandstorm is a lot more distance, and that's on bundle balloons as an endgame accessory. I mean, it's good. I think it's generally superfluous in the endgame, though, because you have access to the Soaring Insignia, and the Soaring Insignia makes it fairly obsolete. But everything up until the Empress of Light, I think it's really good. Okay, Cloud in a Bottle on. Maybe I put the Worm Scarf on. If I can get a good reforge on it. Armored, I mean, that's better than my Cloud in a Bottle, probably. Can I get water? No, I'll just stick with armored. Yeah. Yeah. There goes all my money. I should reforge that in the Shimmer. I should find the Shimmer. After Skeletron, I might go look for the Shimmer. Don't reforge boots. I mean, there's not really much else for me to spend my money on. And there was a chance I could have gotten a defensive reforge, which would have made this fight slightly better. I don't really lose much for doing it. I mean, 60 gold is going to be super easy to come by the time we get to hard mode. And all my other reforges are good. This bundle of balloons is either easier to get or stronger, because right now I feel like too much effort for its worth when you find wings more intuitive. I would not treat the bundle of balloons as something that you would get every run. It's more if you get a Sandstorm in a bottle, then you go for it. Like, it's extremely powerful, but the difficulty of obtaining it is what makes it kind kind of balanced, because it's not easy to get. Because if you could get it, it would trivialize a huge amount of stuff if you get it easily. Make more shiny wood balloons in the Sky Island so you can easily craft the bundles without fishing. Didn't I say it was craftable? The sandstorm in a bottle is craftable in horde mode if you get a forbidden fragment from desert elementals, which are an enemy that only shows up in a decently rare weather event in the desert. You can also get it as a 1 in 35 chance from desert crates when fishing, and you can shimmer one of the pieces of the Pharaoh set to get it as well. And you just fish the sandstorm, it is a 1 in 35 drop from crates. Yes, but no. It'll take hours to do that. If you don't get enough balloons? Yeah, unless you're on a large world, it's typically difficult to get enough balloons. But, okay, there's a B. Okay. Come on. There's Skeletron in here. Queen Bee, do something. Do some... What are you doing, girl? Okay. She's doing that weird... Sometimes she gets stuck in, like, an acceleration loop. Okay. Gotta focus the hands. Gotta avoid Skeletron himself. He's the real threat here. Having that extra B down there really helps, because it enables Queen Bee's collision damage permanently. We're doing a lot better against the hands already. You can tell. Nah, we're getting stun locked. Okay. Healing potion. Ah, if only the Falling Star hit Skeletron. Okay, Skeletron's gonna spin. No? Okay, I really misgauged the timing, so I was distracted with Queen Bee. Is that bee still down there? Yeah, he's still down there. Okay, one hand is almost dead. Queen Bee's doing a lot better on health, too. Would this be a viable strategy in modded fights? I don't know. I don't really play modded very much. I don't know how changed Queen Bee is in modded. Having a good grappling hook is really key to dodging Queen Bee here. Because there are not very many things which can give me the movement speed to avoid her, and she's only at half HP. When she gets low on HP, there's not a whole lot I can do to dodge her. Okay, hand almost down. Okay. Okay, hand down. I don't know how I'm going to do the rest of this, but... I'm hitting Skeletron. He's not dashing far enough. Once she gets low on HP, her dashing distance gets way smaller. Need her to get on Skeletron. Skeletron's outrunning the bees is the problem. Get Skeletron. It's too fast. He's avoiding the bees. Hold on. Maybe I can just... Nope, 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 nope. Skeletron is damage priority. Okay, I totally screwed myself. Okay, Queen Bee, die, please. Kill yourself on Skeletron. Come on, girl, please. He's right there. Just die. We probably have enough bees to kill him. Come on. I really, really need you to die on Skeletron. You have 24 HP. Please. Okay. There's probably enough bees to get this done. And if not, we can just summon another Queen Bee. Is that bee still down there? He's not, but once Queen Bee gets out, she's gonna spawn a bunch of bees. Okay. The bee iframes are really being a pain. I'm hoping the bee damage will be high enough come herd mode, because they will scale for herd mode. Okay, we'll need to pop out another Queen Bee. It's a relic. Illumination. Okay. $1,800 damage. I really need you guys to attack Skeletron, though. Okay. 1,300. On Queen Bee. You can do it, girl. Skeletron's at 800 HP. 2 minutes to go. Problem is she's got no bees. I need you to spawn bees. I need you to spawn bees. Okay. Okay, one hit. There we go. Okay, and now I just die. Actually, maybe I take her down with me to the dungeon. It's not like I stand to lose much here. More master. Decent chance this is the Cobalt Shield. Yes, it is. Okay. Anything else I want from the dungeon? I suppose alchemy table would be nice. find one of those. Not a huge deal if I can't, though. Okay. Alright, Skeletron down. Leaves us with the Wall of Flesh. And, problem with the Wall of Flesh is, I'm almost certainly going to need to summon another Queen Bee over the course of the fight. But in order to summon another Queen Bee over the course of the fight, I'm going to need to have a jungle. And there's really no way for me to know, where I'm going to be when I need to summon another Queen Bee. Deoclops? It's no reason to fight Deoclops. I'll fight Deoclops in hard mode when we have more damage, because Deoclops will die faster then. Long line of grassy mud? Well, maybe I just fight Skeletron over here, because maybe the jungle will extend to there. I need to find the Shimmer. I could make an underworld jungle, yeah. But right now, I should really focus on finding the Shimmer. Because I can buy jungle seeds if I have the Shimmer, and I can also get my boots to have a good reforge, which would be nice. Mining potion, don't need Spelunker, food buff, ancient chisel, yeah, that's about everything. I have obsidian skull, knockback immunity would be real nice, and I will probably swap Bandit regen for that. I would swap the Bazaar if actually right now I don't care about poison. Oh, but I have the ancient chisel. Okay, I'm gonna guess here. Third tree. I don't like beer. I don't like most alcoholic drinks. Beer is one of my least favorite. I don't mind a girly drink. I love girly drinks. Fruity stuff? Hell yeah. That's you, Ashton. I really don't like the taste of alcohol, right? And I like drinks with flavors that, oh. He's gonna keep showing up now, isn't he? Still probably would have been faster than farming gem coins. I think it's that way. Dead man's chest, don't care much about that. Whiskey to me just tastes like pure alcohol. before I go down. Neon grass cave only spawn on the outer edge of the world. Moss biomes don't only spawn on the outer edge of the world, no. I think there's typically a moss biome in an area near the Shimmer, but they don't only spawn there. Whiskey's only good when it's mixed, but even then you'd rather something else. In general, I'm just not very big on drinking. For one, I like my liver. It's one of my favorite organs. Definitely a top 3. Yeah, I mostly just drink water. 2 alcoholic drinks tend to have a lot of calories in them. You can... really drink a lot of calories by having a lot of alcoholic drinks. There's the Shimmer. My guess was right the first time. Should've just kept digging down. What do I want to do here? I guess a pylon would be nice. Yeah, it's a llama. I try really hard to incorporate nature, the natural formations into the build. That's a big part of what's going on here. Time is it? 2 p.m. I'll move in Mystic Slime, Stealer, and maybe Steve. I'll sleep till nighttime so they move in. See? Looks perfect. I'll be using iframes. I'll be using whatever the hell I feel like. You think I have a plan? Have you met me before? Why would you announce that you shit your pants, Igor? Keep that to yourself. I don't care if you shit your pants, but, like, don't tell me. I don't want to be sitting here going, God, I know that this guy in chat just shit his pants. He's sitting in a pants full of shit right now. That's really going to influence my, my perception of you, you know? Now, I assume most of you are like doctors or something, watching this on your Google glasses while you operate on a patient. But I don't want to imagine a doctor with a pants full of shit. I wouldn't want him operating on me. Are you scared that any doctor you come across will have shit in their pants? A lot of them probably do. Adult diapers are a big thing in the medical industry because you can't really stop for a bathroom break in the middle of surgery. You know, you got a guy's spleen in your hand, you can't just leave. Did you also start your... No. I've evolved beyond such human needs for waste disposal. That's right. I was gonna Shimmer forward my boots. Oh, and I want to move the Dryad down here. Not enough villagers near that pile. Okay. Where's that house supposed to be? Which one? This one? That's a bunny rabbit. You can tell because of the way that it is. Yeah, I can use queen bee and bees from beehives in order to damage enemies. Okay, please don't spam. Bye, Alex. The Alex. This stage is called Dental? You guys are dentists? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You have like a tooth collection? Oh, he got killed by the demolitionist. Okay. I'm gonna go Shimmer forge my boots and Shimmer these into jungle grass seeds. No! No! Okay. Can pylon out of Shimmer? Apparently. The Tooth Goblins and the Tooth Fairies have been in conflict since the Great Tooth War. That's revisionist history. I'll need to get more stingers soon. I can do better than goading. Any tips for Calamity Medium Core? No. Honestly, I wouldn't play Calamity mod in Medium Core just because the balance of the mod is much different and it feels like boss fights are much more designed around you dying repeatedly until you succeed. Which generally is not a super fun time with Medium Core because you'll probably spend a lot of your time just picking up your inventory and reorganizing it. I haven't played Medium Core in a long time, so I'm not like, 100% on that assessment, but... Costume ideas for the upcoming Halloween? Like 2025? Halloween this year already passed. It's a pretty long way until Halloween. When was Halloween this year? October 31st. That's when Halloween is. Yeah, well, you think I've never built a mob farm in challenges? There's a reason why? I mean, I've definitely built mob farms sometimes. Oh, I don't have my boot. That's where I keep falling. I keep thinking I have my boot boost, but I don't. I mean, it's just not typically worth building a mob farm. There's not usually a situation where it makes sense to spend the time building the mob farm and then farming the mob, when you can just continue on, or just kill them regularly outside of a farm. I'll build Hoik farms from time to time, usually for things like pixie dust, or I think I did one in the jungle at one point for turtle shells. Challenge that I need to do. It makes sense to have a lower balcony. I like jumping. It's exercise. Exercise is good. I can deal with armor. That's fine. I might as well do the shield too. I mean, I'm here. Building a mob farm in Shimmer Cave is super easy. I know, I've done it before, but it's not usually worthwhile. Because even if I have a mob farm, I need to sit there and do nothing sitting in the mob farm until I get the drop I want, and that's boring. Like, what am I gonna farm for? That is a rare enough drop that I would need to get a farm, or that I would need enough of that I would need a farm for it. That I couldn't just get by killing enemies normally. Could farm for more bees. More bees is always good, but you don't farm bees by doing this. The difficult part of getting queen bee would be getting the hive, and for that I need honey blocks, which means I'll need to fish for dry bombs and then make honey bombs. You're gonna start posting those crushing a melon with my thighs vid on Twitter? You mean X? Well, I've got some X videos. A few of them. Okay, let's start jungling the underworld, I guess. What? I said I have some X videos, some videos on X. Why are you guys freaking out? I was coming in late. What is this challenge? Read the description. The answers you seek are in there. I want to check if the jungle extends down to the underworld here, because if it does, that saves me a lot of trouble. Although, interestingly, Queen Bee wouldn't actually be enraged if we're in the jungle, and that might be a problem. Need to catch lava critters. I mean, the jungle extends pretty well down here. I could probably jump to summon Queen Bee when necessary. And it's pretty long too. We might not actually need to place any jungle grass. Convenient. Andrew, the guy from Rainworld? Love that guy. This is a long jungle. Okay, there's the end of it. Oh, I guess I just start building. I really gotta remember to builder potions. Is it worth go through the effort of calming potions for this? No. I've got money on me. I should deposit that. This isn't bad. Oh, I have a potion of return. I could use that. Oh, are you bridging with mud blocks? Won't lava slimes end you? I can put holes in the mud. I'm bridging with mud blocks because I have mud blocks. Builder potion. Builder potion. Build her potion. Builder potion. I mean, I could also put jungle grass on the bridge, but I think the jungle above me is fine. I mean, I feel like Queen Bee's gonna die really quickly, because the Wall of Flesh has really high contact damage. And because of how the wall positions himself, each time Queen Bee dodges, she's probably gonna run into a lot of his segments. I mean, I don't really keep up with other Terraria players that much. CG, I don't have an opinion on that. Alright, bye, Andrew. Oh, okay, Jackie Worm is the best Terraria player. I'll buy it. What's the purpose of Star Fury? Lighting up caves. Is this Terraria player single world best? Okay. We're gonna trap this demon down here. He does not want to come down here though. Doing mixed class a good thing? Sure. Why not? I mean, the best mixed class would be like playing a summoner hybrid, because summoner has the old one's army armors that synergize with things, and it's pretty low commitment cost to put in a minion. But yeah, do whatever you want. Gives you more options. More options are good. And most weapons are serviceable without damage buffs. You know, you might not be as effective in raw DPS as somebody that's specialized purely in one, but you'll have more options. And if you have more fun, then that's really what's important. You don't usually multi-class, but it's a free game. Do what you want. No, Terraria costs like $10. It's not free. I didn't pay money for Terraria. Somebody else bought the game for me. That was a Christmas present when I was like 12. Part of mixing Ranger and Mage, they both play the same. Well, they have different weapon options. I mean, maybe they like certain mage weapons and they want to use those mage weapons. You know? Just lost a Master Hardcore world to the Vortex Pillar you inspired you to suffer. Yeah, Vortex Pillar is rough. Dishes out a lot of damage and a lot of the projectiles are pretty tough to dodge. That sucks. But, I mean, if you get back there, now you know to be a hell of a lot more careful with the Vortex Pillar. And you probably won't die to it again. You got that going for you. I really have no idea how long of a walkway we're going to need here, but it shouldn't matter too much because... we can just get more Queen Bee summons and summon the wall a second time. Pillars in medium core is going to suck so much. Yeah, I would suggest having a stockpile of potions of return if you're doing pillars in medium core. That way you can run towards... If you die in a pillar, you can run towards your stuff, drink a potion of return. When enemies start to spawn in, and then drink it again, and then teleport back, and the enemies will be despawned, and then you kind of make progress making your way in. I like pillars because of how tanky the enemies are. Yeah, they're rough. In general, the balancing in that stage of the game is pretty poorly done, in my opinion. They kind of just give everything a mountain of HP and call it a day. Along with a ton of damage. And it effectively makes it so that the pillar weapons... If you're not using the pillar weapons, you're going to have a really bad time. It's the same thing with the Moon Lord, with how much HP he has compared to the other bosses. And how much damage he does. I would have preferred if at that stage in the game they had balanced things around the, like, Duke Fishron, Empress of Light... Frost Moon, Pumpkin Moon tiers, and made the pillar weapons more of like ore weapons, where they're not as good as the drops you get from the other bosses, or the Pumpkin and Frost Moon, but they are serviceable, and if you skip those events, you would have a halfway decent weapon, but not the best weapon. Because then that would actually incentivize people to engage with the post-golem content more, and would remove a lot of the annoyances with things just getting immediately invalidated by the pillar weapons. Nebula Pillar is the worst because the only one that cannot be cheese, as far as you're aware, also screw Nebula floaters. I believe there's a cheese strategy for the Nebula Pillar. If you, like, position blocks around you in a certain way, I think the enemies can't teleport into you. I don't know if it helps with the cauliflower guys, though. The cauliflower guys are the ones that really annoy me. You believe Fishron post-golem? Yeah, he's a post-golem boss. He's intended to be fought post-golem. He's got the third most HP and damage of any boss in the game. Maybe not the Destroyer, but... he drops weapons that are on tier for post-golem. He's a post-golem boss. And you can fight him earlier, sure, but... he's very clearly intended to be fought post-golem with his balancing. I mean, the point where I kill Duke Fishron is the point where I stop engaging with the game. Because at that point, you just get a Duke Fishron weapon and breeze through the rest of the game. I'll usually fight Duke Fishron for, well, whenever I reach the point of not wanting to have to deal with progression anymore, just kill Duke Fishron because he drops weapons that are pretty much the best you're going to get until the pillars, which is a mandatory progression at the end of the game. The problem with Terraria is that it's a bit lonely alone, but your friends barely want to play it. Well, you can make new friends. Okay, I really want these guys gone. Terraria multiplayer sucks for you, you won't lie. It's a very different experience from single player. I'm not a huge fan of it. But it can definitely be very fun. You didn't know about Distorted because you were no-hitting it, you got so confused and that caused you to die. Yeah, Distorted is rough. You lost your golden bug net due to the 500 item limit being a bitch to you in medium core. Yeah, the item limit can be rough. You gotta be careful with, It's usually if you're mining or blowing things up and leaving blocks on the ground that it becomes a problem. That or like killing enemies and not picking up their drops. Wish there's more support from mods in multiplayer. Vanilla's great, but there's some really fun mods, but they tend to have multiplayer issues. Yeah, it's tough. A lot of the mods just are not balanced to be done in multiplayer. I think Thorium is multiplayer focused, right? It has several classes that are like healers or buff classes. You know, I've done Calamity multiplayer before, and that is not a... Calamity is not meant to be played in multiplayer. It gets so janky and unbalanced. Just because, like, the bosses are very clearly not meant to be fought with multiple players. Especially with a large number of multiple players. I think I did, like, 10 or 11 person Calamity mod multiplayer at one point. And it was basically impossible to lose the fights. Whenever we decided to fight a boss, it would just die. And it really just made the whole thing feel very bleh, because even on, like, death mode, it was very whatever. Never really felt like we were in danger. It was just whenever we felt like fighting a boss, the boss would die. We're trying Eternity, Revengeance, Master, Pre-Mech Duke. Yeah, I mean, go for it. Worst that happens is you lose, right? And you decide you don't want to do it. Calamity config lets you alter boss scaling. Yeah, but I don't know that altering boss scaling is really a satisfying solution, because that just makes them take longer. Right? And sure, we could give them more damage, but then you run into the problem of, you know, in multiplayer, usually not everyone will be balanced to the same level of gear and things. And it can be really annoying for... It usually just disproportionately impacts the worst players, or the players that are worst off. It's the same reason I wasn't really a fan of Get Fixed Boy multiplayer, is it was very the players who are good at the game are not going to have much trouble with it, but the players who are bad at the game are going to just be constantly having a miserable time. Am I still in the jungle? Yeah, I am. I didn't kill the serpent with a pickaxe. Pacifists are about not killing, not about not hurting things. Am I near the end of the jungle yet? We're getting close. I thought that would hit me. Potion of Return would be handy right about now. I already used it to get rid of the bats. These guys are much easier to deal with than the bats. The bats were the ones that really sucked. Okay, I should be able to summon Queen Bee here. So let me make a house for the guide here. Quick about this. I don't think I'll be able to move them in tonight. It's a bit too late. Door, damn it. Oh, I made it in time. Nice. You have to kill the guide to fight the Wall of Flesh. I mean, you could, have an unfortunate series of events that would lead to the guide's death that you would not directly be responsible for. Yeah, the guide could also just, walk into lava himself. These things happen. Okay, I need more stingers. I need more beaminations. Yeah, but then you'd have to live in Utah, and who wants to be a Mormon? Look, it's not about what happens, it's about what a court of law can prove happened. And I mean, lava doesn't really leave evidence. Biome do you enjoy the most? I don't know. Damn it, I forgot. I need to have the enemy spawn first. Because, once all the bees are in, I can't get more enemies to spawn. They eat up the spawn slots. Man, where are the bees at? Or the hornets? Or the anything? How many bees are there? I thought there were only like 2. Maybe there were more. Are you progression-wise? Post Skeletron. Okay. And slimes to spawn, so that's something. Man-eaters. Yeah, there's your evidence for the bees picking up coins not working. There we go. Hornet next to the hive. A couple hornets. I get these bees out of here. Can you spawn several bees at once? The queen bee? Yes, but no. It is possible through breaking lava to spawn additional queen bees simultaneously, but that is implausible. 4 stingers. I mean, that's probably enough, but I should get some extras just in case. 5 abominations is what that'd bring me to. These bees are fast. There you go. Suppose you can't craft queen bee larva yet. Yeah, I could see that being a graveyard plus abomination crafting recipe. You can craft the antlion larva. What's the lawnmower progression like? Is it balanced? It's non-existent. You only have 1 lawnmower. There's no progression. No buffs to it. So no, it's not balanced. Damn, I hit that slot. Should an honorary lawnmower upgrade, it can do 2 damage at a time instead. I mean, the lawnmower does 8 damage. A 2 damage lawnmower would be worse. Bee larva crafting would be evil for multiplayer. I mean, it's basically Get Fixed Boy anyway. Ever played multiplayer Get Fixed Boy? Queen bees everywhere. bees down here? Come on, bees. Oh no, where'd that hornet go? Must have despawned. Well, I mean, surely this is enough abominations. There's a hornet right there. Now I need to get more bees. Alright, bee buddies. Right up here. There you go. Shroomite lawnmower with indefinite armor piercing. That's certainly an idea. I'll give you that one. Come on. Come on, one more stinger. Come on, bees. Come on. Oh, come on, he's one hit from death. Just give me another bee. God damn it. Get the hornet. Hornets, please. Okay, there's one more hornet up here. Now we got two hornets. Stop attacking the man-eater. I gave up. We got enough. We got enough stingers. "14 abominations. 14 abominations. Okay. What to do here? I guess I can put down some out lanterns. Go ahead and move the dye trader in here. Get some campfires down. More wood too. Yeah, there are some structures in the background of certain... Well, do I have backgrounds on? Yeah, I do. Wow, the jungle background just looks like that. Okay, campfires, heart lanterns. That's about it, really. I can't really physically use a bath statue here. These potion buffs are fine. Any other potions I might want? I suppose in... Do I have Fire Blossom? I don't. I was gonna say an Obsidian Skin potion wouldn't be bad in case an imp shows up, but it'll be fine. Maybe I'll make... Well, this is probably enough space to kill the wall of flesh. I mean, we'll see. Worst case, we just eat apple. No. Worst case, we just try again. It's not a big cost to try here. My reforge is all good. Warding, armored. I'll put the Bazoar on. How much money do I have? 58 gold. Yeah, I'm fine with these. Okay, let's give it a shot. Really have no idea how this is gonna go. Honestly, I'm probably going to make an Ankh shield. Just for the poison immunity. Because that saves me an accessory slot. Having to keep the Bazaar on. Although it'll be a bit difficult. On account of, ooh, aggressive. Not being able to kill enemies very effectively. I would need to have Queen Bee farm things for me, which is not too easy. I can always tell who new viewers are because they don't know yet that asking me to do anything will immediately result in me doing the opposite of that thing. What? Do not put on Vocaloid music right now. Vocaloid music is copyrighted. Yeah, so interestingly, I'm not sure Queen Bee is actually going to be enraged here, which could really throw things for a loop. Come on, Queen Bee. Come on. I know this counts as jungle. Come on. This one definitely does. What? Hold on. Does the underworld have exclusivity with the jungle biome? Can the underworld not count as jungle? Okay. Well, we'll have to... Oh, that's going to be annoying. You have to dig some pockets high enough to summon? You can't really do that, is the problem. Because the Wall of Flesh leashes you in if you try to go. Let me check the wiki and see if it has information on the height that we need to be at. Let's see. Terraria jungle wiki.gg. Anything about the underworld? It doesn't have anything about the underworld on the wiki page. I mean, maybe, let's just test. We've got an Abeemination. Yeah, resummoning Queen Bee when it dies is what I'd be concerned about. Wiki didn't really have any useful information, at least not on the jungle page. It's also possible that maybe it just wasn't a jungle that far down. But I really thought there was enough. It's only 140 blocks. Let me try just putting down 140 pieces of hive. Or a mixture of the mud and hive and see what happens. Did Queen Bee just despawn when I summoned her? I didn't summon her. It didn't consume the Abeemination. Do I have a new mic? No? No, the problem is I can't leave the underworld once I'm in it. Like, it doesn't matter if we have holes in the underworld or not. Okay. I mean, I could summon her here. Did the guide respawn yet? Okay, hold on. Let me... Okay, now she's enraged. I think maybe just that spot didn't count as, as the jungle. I think there just wasn't enough jungle stuff there. Let me put down jungle grass here. Still enraged here. Let me see if I can turn this area into a jungle. Would I go on a date with Hatsune Miku? No. The Queen Bee death counter. Like how many times Queen Bee has died. And we have relics. Is she not enraged now? Can't tell. She's not dashing. Oh, no. That still feels enraged. Is that still an enraged Queen Bee? That dashing feels... Maybe she's not enraged. Well, we've got enough bees and we already have a Queen Bee, so... I know there was a spot back there where I could summon Queen Bee, so once it turns daytime, we get the guide back. I'll just sit here for now. Maybe I'll try to... At one point, you're not just running out of bees. I mean, eventually there won't be enough bees, but, you know... We deal with that problem when it comes. Yeah, I mean, I can't really do that until this Queen Bee dies, so... Once this one's gone, we can test whether it was the biome or the height, but... As of right now, we can't really summon a new one. I'm gonna despawn some of these old bees. Because I want to make sure there's still NPC spawn slots left. I mean, this does not feel like the fully enraged queen bee. Or maybe it's just because she's at full HP. This is normal Queen Bee. She's not enraged here. And this is where I could summon her. Girl, what are you doing? Hello? Are you gonna... I mean, if it works out that we cannot... Oh, fuck off. The guide won't respawn during a goblin invasion. We have to deal with these. It's annoying. How long do you think this one will take? Now that we have goblins? A lot longer. I need her to not spawn bees right now. I want to remove that jungle, but I think if I remove that jungle, I wouldn't be able to respawn Queen Bee, which would be annoying. Let's see if they go to spawn. As long as we keep producing goblins at a similar rate that goblins are dying, it's fine. And we have enough defense that we're not really in much danger. Queen Bee's the only thing that can really hurt me here. With her dashes. Interesting, the enemies seem to get quite a lot of iframes when they get hit by Queen Bee or bees. I don't know if Queen Bee shares iframes with bees. She might. And this is probably going to lead to a really annoying situation where, by the time the Goblin invasion ends, it might be too late for the guide to move back in. Which would really suck. I drink these, I can probably just kind of sit here. I need bees. That's right. Yeah, I think Queen Bee does share iframes with the bees. Okay, we're what, like 10% of the way there? Got a bee? Hopefully it'll increase how many goblins I can kill at once. Problem is, as soon as Queen Bee is nearby, we have to go away so that more goblins will show up. She eats up too many spawn slots. Master mode make this harder or easier? I mean, I've only done it on Master mode, so I can't really say for certain, but I think it makes it easier. Bees do 3 times as much damage on Master mode, but bosses only have twice as much HP. So the math should work out that they die faster. Alright, 20% of the way there. It's not spawning enough bees. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna remove the jungle. Follow the Enrager. Don't bees die underwater? No, that's only player summoned bees. NPC bees don't die underwater. Yeah, she definitely shares iframes with the bees. Alright, I'm gonna throw a thing of dynamite at my jungle to blow it up. Means if I want to resummon Queen Bee, I'm gonna have to conch to the ocean and... Actually, I'll probably just walk over there if I need to resummon Queen Bee. I hope that doesn't hit that goblin. Okay. Yeah, she was definitely only partially enraged in the underworld, because this is fully enraged Queen Bee. It's what we had during Skeletron. I'd rather keep her alive if I can, but I think I'm going to have to get a second Queen Bee to deal with this invasion. Yeah, if you ever want to stop enemies from being able to spawn, if you have an enraged Queen Bee, she will very quickly fill up all the spawn slots. Now, you will have to deal with an enraged Queen Bee, but other enemies won't spawn. And if you keep her alive for long enough, she'll eventually just reach the full NPC limit and prevent anything from spawning. I was planning on ending the stream after we killed the Wall of Flesh, which I was hoping would have happened by now, but then this Goblin invasion showed up. I'm still pretty tired. Jet lag's been a real bitch since coming back from Japan. Able to dodge Queen Bee in my sleep. I mean, I'm actually dodging Queen Bee when she's enraged requires really tight timing with a grappling hook. That's about the only way that I've managed to do it. But I don't really need to dodge her. So I haven't been trying terribly hard. Like, this is... Especially as she gets low on HP. As she gets low on HP, the distance that she dashes decreases, which makes it really difficult to do multiple in quick succession, especially with basic grappling hooks. Falling down helps a lot. I would use the slime mount, except if I use the slime mount, I feel like I'd bonk her. Once I get more ascension speed from wings, I think that'll be a good way to do it. Okay, we're almost halfway there. Bills after you sent out the build center on tanking or not dodging her. Yeah, I mean, the problem is it's really implausible dodging enraged Queen Bee once she gets below maybe half HP. She just gets way too fast. Once you get better mobility stuff, or if you have a very specific arena that is meant to dodge her, you can kind of do it, but even then, once she gets to really low HP, like, she basically just flies to you and stays on top of you constantly when she gets to, like, below 10... Where the hell did she go? Below 10% HP. And dodging that is just not really possible. Okay, there's Queen Bee 1. Go summon another one. It does cause her to get deleted by other enemies, though. Hopefully 2 Queen Bees is how many we'll need here. One got us about 50%. Oh, there she is. Right now, Queen Bee is our best source of damage, but as soon as we get into hard mode, the bees themselves are going to be way more effective at dealing damage than Queen Bee is. So at that time, we're going to want to swap over to a more, trying to keep Queen Bee away from enemies as much as possible and just using bees. And probably keeping her fully enraged so that, she spawns more bees. Because she spawns bees way faster when she's fully enraged. And the bees probably do... Let's see, I think the bees do 96 damage each, and they probably hit once or twice a second, so they're probably doing somewhere in the ballpark of 100, maybe just 100 DPS. And I think 100 DPS should be good enough to kill the mech bosses. You have, what, 540 seconds? That would be 54,000 damage. And that's kind of a lowball guess. The only one we might have issues with... Well, the Destroyer and Skeletron might be tricky. The twins I don't think will be a problem. We may need to use Larva, and we may need to figure out something creative for those bosses. Absolute worst case scenario. Skeletron Prime is enrageable, which would take ages, but it is possible to kill him like that. And the Destroyer... If we put down enough bees with beehives and just spawn them constantly, that should be a feasible way to kill the Destroyer. Will the bees, would Plantera be able to move? I mean, we could hit the NPC cap before doing Plantera, if you mean spawning her without the tendrils. It's definitely possible. I don't know that I would. The problem is I would need to be able to remove a spawn slot in order for Plantera herself to spawn, and that would be difficult to do when I can't kill bees. You want to spawn some bees, Queen Bee? What are you doing, girl? You want to spawn some bees? And, like, Queen Bee herself can dash into the Destroyer and would probably do a lot of damage and would then instantly die because she can only soak up 6,000 HP worth of why are you not spawning bees? Seriously, what the hell's going on? Okay, there we go. Let's get a dash into these guys. I think mount only would be fun if you had other stipulations like no defense or legendary mode or something. I don't think mount only would be that fun. All the fun mounts are late game. You'd just be stuck with the slime mounts for a long time. And I don't really want to do that. But like the sand tank and the Scutlicks and stuff, those are fun. No, I don't think running through bosses with the unicorn would be particularly fun. I've said it before, but there's a particular point where challenges just become the same challenge. And that's usually when you deal low damage and have to have high defense in order to survive things. And challenges like that are pretty boring and repetitive. Like Lawnmower or Copper Short Sword only are basically the same challenge. It's just Lawnmower only sucks a lot more. Using any other low damage weapon would work out to be very similar to Lawnmower or Copper Short Sword only. As are a lot of stipulations. This is a lot different. It requires keeping Queen Bee alive the whole time, and I can't just sit still and face tank stuff. It's also not very low damage, it's just janky damage. I mean, the closest thing I would do is I would maybe consider spawning with the Santa mount, and then just using that. Challenge ones really showcase on defense maxing. Yeah, because I mean, there's only two ways that you can do those challenges. You either maximize your defense so you can just face tank stuff, or you build an elaborate setup with teleporters and get the timing specific so that the enemy can't hit you. Like, you can just make a automatic teleporter setup that'll dodge all the Moonlord attacks and will put you directly next to his segments that need to be attacked at the correct time. And stuff like that. That's just completely unwatchable as a live stream. I really don't want to have to summon another Queen Bee. I want to let this one. Finish off the goblins. That's the other thing with a lot of the challenges, is it's not a question of whether it would be fun or interesting to do. It's whether it would be fun or interesting to watch. And a lot of the times, suggestions that people have are neither of those. I think the only actually good suggestion I've ever gotten was Bouncy Dynamite only. This one's fun to watch because bees. The fights are long, but they're not hours long. And there's a lot of pressure. I mean, you saw the Eater of Worlds and Skeletron's fights. Those went very close to the... right down to the wire. Skeletron, we only had like a minute left. And we were taking a lot of damage. We barely survived. We only survived because we managed to kill a Queen Bee at just the right time, and she dropped a bunch of hearts to heal us. And the Eater of Worlds, Queen Bee was down to 20 HP when the Eater of Worlds died. And I have no idea how the Wall of Flesh is going to go, but it'll be interesting. That's for sure. I mean, absolute worst case scenario, if we need to, I can just put in a bunch of queen bee larvae with T-edit. If there's a situation like with the mech bosses where we just cannot deal enough damage and we need more queen bees, I can just put in larvae with T-edit if we use all the ones in the world. And then just spawn a bunch of queen bees. What vid live stream you have the most fun on? I don't know. I don't remember a lot of them super clearly. A lot of them were a while ago. I liked Bouncy Dynamite only. I like a lot of the challenges that were not just doing things with a bad weapon. I liked playing with a bunch of randomizers. I liked playing how the guide said. Generally, if I have a video on the challenge, I probably liked it because that means I finished the challenge. There were some challenges that I started but never finished just because they were not fun. I want to watch our hardcore, mass mode, harder, difficult challenges, for example, 100 times spawn rate. I don't think super high spawn rate challenges are very fun. 95%. Oh yeah, 2.5x speed. That was fun. Oh, I got a bloody machete. The use what you see was exhausting. Just because of the fucking shurikens and throwing knives. Yeah, I mean, it's like a fist-only Dark Souls challenge or something. Like, those aren't fun. And anybody who says they had fun doing them is lying. It's more of just a proof of concept and doing it because you can than doing it because it's particularly fun. This is the queen bee we like. Come on, come on. There we go. Okay. Come on, die on them, die on them. 58 HP. Okay, I need something to deal 58 damage to Queen Bee. Find me something. A zombie, a demon eye, anything. Zombie. Okay, zombie and demon eye. Two zombies. Wait, that's a zombie. That's a raincoat zombie. What? Why is that one a regular zombie? Why doesn't that one say raincoat zombie? It must be because he's sized up. I guess when they get sized up, they no longer have the name raincoat zombie. Okay, she's arrived. I love the way all of her giblets boasted up in the air there. Alright. Two more queen bees dead. Bee pan. Alright, we got the full bee outfit. We've now blended into the bees. But yeah, now it's too late for the guide to spawn. It's almost the next morning. Don't need bee's knees. Don't need another hive wand. Don't need a hive pack. Don't need beekeeper. You know, let me take the queen bee mask. No, I prefer the bee hat. Queen bee mask looks whack. There's a way to increase the rate of fallen stars that a fallen star only run might be fun. Yeah. I mean, there are ways to increase it, but it would basically be like this, but much, much worse. It spawns in Sky Islands. Borger. Right? Because this is basically a pacifist run, sitting here and letting enemies kill things for us. And a Falling Star only run would basically be the same thing, except instead of having a queen bee, you just have to sit there and do nothing until falling stars kill things. And otherwise, it's basically the exact same challenge. Fallen Star only is just a casino? Yeah, I mean, the effective way to do Fallen Star only is just to sit still and iframe things while Fallen Stars fall. Did the guide respawn? No, let me sleep. So let's see if we can summon Queen Bee in the underworld. Pylon. Oh, this is a jungle pylon. This is a jungle pylon. This is jungle, not forest. I don't think Terraria tasks are possible. I don't think Terraria has task tools that work. I mean, as boring as Lawnmower Only was, at least I was still playing the game for a lot of it. Fallen Star Only, you just don't play the game. And I mean, there were huge parts of Lawnmower Only where I was desperately looking for anything else to do. Reading books, or watching videos, or just doing anything. Because I wasn't actually playing the game. And Fallen Star Only is just a much, much, much worse version of that. Would a Falling Star hit right through the destroyer when it was all coiled up? Would it just evaporate it? Yeah, probably. I mean, it's 1,000 damage. And he's got enough segments that I think it would just insta-kill him. It might only just do a ton of his health, but I mean, a Super Star Shooter projectile, I think it takes 2 Super Star Shooter shots. Yeah, Fallen Star Spears. 2 Super Star Shooter shots to kill the destroyer. With, like, very heavily optimized damage stuff. And Fallen Star is a lot stronger than a Super Star Shooter. Okay, yeah, I just cannot summon Queen Bee in the underworld. We may need to bring reinforcements. Looks like once I get here, that's about the height I can... Damn it! Let me just save and quit. Okay. We may need to just bring reinforcements and bring multiple queen bees from the larva. I'll have to see how much one queen bee does to the wall of flesh. If one queen bee does, you know, 1/3 of the wall of flesh's HP, maybe we bring 4 queen bees. It's not a elevator, it's just a blink root farm. I was digging down low enough that grass wouldn't be a problem. Playing some Monster Hunter World again, getting ready for Wilds. When is Monster Hunter Wild supposed to come out? Isn't Factorio's DLC coming out like today or tomorrow or something? I've been playing Minecraft recently with friends. Probably gonna stop sometime soon, as I'm running out of stuff to do in it, but... Space Age is out now? Okay. I know it's coming out sometime this week. I was not convinced I was going to buy it, and I'm still not convinced I'm going to buy it. It's just, the pricing of Factorio's DLC is end of February? Okay. Is really off-putting to me. It's literally the cost of the base game, and I mean, Factorio was fun, but I played Factorio for like 50 hours. And it was mostly just fun with friends. I don't know if I can justify spending $35 on Factorio's DLC. That's not too uncommon these days. I don't know of any games that have the DLC priced at the same amount as the, Okay, Queen Bee, I'm gonna need you to fuck off. Hold on, I can do this with dynamite. Slime is falling from the sky too. Have any accessories to swap? No, that's everything. Okay. No, that's Queen Bee's health. We still haven't hurt the Wall of Flesh. Well, I need you to summon some bees. What the hell are you doing? Bees! She's only partially enraged here. It's not enough. I don't know why she's only partially enraged. Is it being underground? Does she only, does it need to be surface and outside of the jungle? I mean, I can bring a bunch of bees. But she's doing no damage to the Wall of Flesh. There's nothing. She's... the Wall of Flesh is still at... but he's taken like 100 damage. That's it. Okay. But we have options. And the main option is just bringing a bunch of queen bees to the fight. That's really what we have to do, I think. Kill myself. If I bring a bunch of queen bees, they'll spawn more bees, and they'll cut through the hungry. How many beehives have I found? 1. I already used that loafer. 2, 3, 4. I could bring 5 queen bees. I could bring 5 queen bees. Let me see if I can kill King Slime. No, the bees are gonna stop the slimes from spawning, I think. Yeah. I can't get through a slime rain with Queen Bee. Okay. Well, I gotta just go bring all of the Queen Bees with me. The underworld. Let me set my spawn point down there. And we gotta get the guide back. Oh, we have the guide. Okay. The run might be over? No, the run's not over. There are always more options. They're just inconvenient. Oh, yeah, right. Let me go prepare the hives. Make sure I can get between all of them. Thankfully, grappling hook can be used to break lava, so I don't need to use weapons. I think regardless of success or failure, after I try this with all the 5 queen bees, I'm gonna have to call the stream though, because I'll have to get ready to go to dinner with my grandmother. I mean, the problem is we didn't have enough bees. And that's what more queen bees solves, because we should be producing 5 times as many bees. There's one hive. This one's already been used, I believe. Actually, no, it hasn't. Okay. 2 hives. Was this the one? That's the one that I used. Okay. 3, 4. So we still have 4. It's just different ones than I thought. Let me say this one, then we go through here. Yeah, I might play Factorio's DLC if somebody else gets it for me, but I don't think it's super likely I'm going to buy it myself. Okay. We get in this hive. The larva is down there. That's number 3. And then we want to get through to here for number 4. Despawn all these bees. Otherwise, get rid of them. It's really hard to get rid of these bees. Because the problem is I can't swing my pickaxe once they're here. Collecting bees for the wall of flesh? Yes. Specifically, I'm preparing a bunch of queen bee larvas. So that I can have 5 queen bees, which hopefully will be enough for the wall of flesh. Factorial's DLC is not free? No, it's the same price as the base game. DLC looks like 4 times the base game worth of content. I mean, I don't even get through the base game worth of content before I get bored. I usually get bored of the game around the, sometimes get like nuclear power plants or like plastics and robotics and stuff like that. And more content isn't really what I want out of the game. I don't have a problem with the base game, but it's not like I'm sitting there going, man, I really wish there was more. You know? Okay, we have all our potion buffs. All of our accessories are set. Let's go set our spawn at the underworld and move the guide down there. And hope that this goes well. I don't even know if I can survive this. I might have to sit there and iframe bees, because this... I mean, 5 queen bees is a lot of queen bees. The bees aren't dangerous, but the queen bees themselves are going to do a lot of damage to me. It's a valid complaint. Usually suffer from burnout effect against free hit endgame as well, despite enjoying it a fair bit. Yeah, I know one of my friends had said that there's a DLC in the base game for speedrunning the game in... or an achievement in the base game for speedrunning the game in 8 hours. And the DLC was going to have achievements for like 25 hours and 100 hours. And I don't even have 100 hours in the game. I'm going to do other time-based bosses. Well, once we get... the time-based aspect isn't the problem here. The problem is that we cannot summon Queen Bee in the underworld because the underworld is mutually exclusive with the jungle biome. You cannot have a jungle biome in the underworld. Which means we cannot summon Queen Bee in the underworld, which means we have to bring the Queen Bees with us at the start of the fight, and Queen Bee is not strong enough to solo the Wall of Flesh. So we need to bring reinforcements. Plan if multiple Queen Bees fails? I mean, I can use beehive blocks. To kill the Wall of Flesh. It would just take a while and be really inconvenient. But it's totally doable. Damn it, I need to get wood. I used all my wood. Or just an obsidian workbench would work fine too. God, I blew up the house. Obsidian workbench. Nothing here. I need to be able to craft walls is the main thing. I don't have a hammer on me. There's usually trees in the jungle. Yeah, I'd prefer not to use bees, but it is the backup option. That's a tree. And that's enough for a workbench. We're good. And if the shot will end up being making a long line of hives like dynamite wires set up and just setting off bees constantly while running. I don't know. I mean, I hope that this works. Okay. Spawn point there. bring in the bees. I use a beamination, I run through, I break 4 lava, I teleport down, I wait for them to get close, I dump the guide into lava, and then we hope that that's enough. The conch really is a godsend for this run. Between being able to escape Queen Bee without leaving the game, and just being able to do this. It's pretty much the best item I have. Oh, there's the meteorite. Is there fairies on the surface? Fairies appear near fairy logs at night. There are particular logs that they'll spawn out. You can catch them, and if you release them afterwards, they'll function like fairies underground. They'll lead you to the nearest treasure. Is this the one? This connects. Okay. Step 1. Summon Queen Bee. Queen Bee 2. Queen Bee 3. Okay, they do about 20 damage a hit. Oh, great. Where's the hive? It's down here. Yep. Queen Bee 4. Queen Bee 5. Oh, they're close. Oh, they're really close. Get out. I need you guys to hit the wall of flesh, though. You're doing damage to it. I'm taking a lot of damage, though. I need to iframe some bees. I can't survive this is the problem. I mean, I don't know how to stay alive is the problem. Because I need to move faster than... The wall has 14,000 HP. I need to move faster than the bees move. But the problem is, if I do that, it's impossible to dodge queen bees there. Like, it's... You can't do that. There are 5 of them. If I could actually enrage Queen Bee, she'd be summoning enough bees to do really good damage to the Wall of Flesh, but she's not. Even the 5 Queen Bees felt like it was less bees than 1 enraged Queen Bee. I mean, I know that the honey bottle thing works, Potato Guy, but it doesn't really help me because you can't do that if you have potion sickness. And I have potion sickness most of the time. You can only quick buff with the honey if you don't have potion sickness. It doesn't give you potion sickness, but you can't use it if you have potion sickness, because it counts as a healing item. So I'll have to think about things. I mean, we have the option of just making an obscene amount of beehives. We have the option of just making a huge line of queen bees and breaking them in T-edit, like putting like 20 queen bees down and then just putting 20 queen bees against the wall of flesh. I think those are basically our only two options. I can't think of any other ways for me to eke out more defense, really. I mean, I could take an endurance potion that do like take like 2 less damage per hit. That's really about it. Does Molten Armor wait Crimson Armor regen in this specific Molten Armor is better here. We take 7 less damage per hit with Molten Armor, and we're getting hit like once per second. Crimson Armor does not heal you 7 HP per second. Do I have all warding? I have mostly warding. I could get 1, 2, 3, 4 more points of defense, which would bring Queen Bee down to like 15 damage a hit. Which is a little bit better, but it's not much better. Are Frostbark Boots worse than the regen band here? If I didn't have Frostbark Boots, I would have a very difficult time outrunning the Wall of Flesh. I don't know. I'll probably think about it off stream. And, work on something off stream. Either a bunch of queen bee larvas or a long line of beehives. The problem is we need a lot of beehives. It'd be a lot of dry bombs. Swap balloon or magic luminescence for regen band. It really wouldn't help much. Like, it would be more worthwhile to get life crystals to put the heart lanterns down there, and it's not better to do that because the horseshoe balloon is helping, and the magic luminescence is also helping, because while I can't avoid perfectly, I can avoid some of them. I'm not just face tanking them, I am dodging them to a degree. And having the double jump, the extra jump speed, and the extra speed from magic luminescence is helpful. Does the bunny mount from the angler deal damage? I don't know. Traveling merchant, I'll check what he has before we go. I'll think about my options. Life form analyzer is nice. I'll take that. Okay. But yeah. That'll be it for the day. We'll need to find a way for the Wall of Flesh, but I believe we can do it. Bye, everyone.